Back at you with another DVD and Blu-ray update, and got quite a pile here. Actually, I'm looking at two piles on my desk. But a lot of interesting finds, a lot of interesting titles that I was able to pick up for cheap. And there's a few in here that I didn't expect to find. I'm like, hey, I found that for, a dollar or two. Finally, I found that movie. But we're going to kick off with the Blu-rays. I only got a couple here. So to start off with the Blu-rays, we have Ombak, the Thai Warrior with Tony Jaa. Great martial arts action film. I know they made an Ombak 2 and 3 that apparently the main character in that is the ancestor of this character because it takes place in the past. I could be wrong about that. I don't have a lot of interest in checking out the sequels, but Ombak, the Thai Warrior, is a great action film. Great choreography, martial arts. Tony Jaa kicks ass. And I definitely need to check this out again. I haven't seen this in some years. I do have The Protector somewhere. But yeah, I got Ombak on Blu-ray. And definitely check this out if you haven't seen Ombak. It's a great martial arts film. And the last Blu-ray that I got here, we have The Incredible Hulk. I actually got this at Best Buy, but I enjoyed this film. To me, it's a really good comic book film. Edward Norton is great as Bruce Banner. I liked Abomination as the villain, played by Tim Roth, and I felt, it did some things right here. And again, I enjoyed Edward Norton. So yeah, The Incredible Hulk. Really good comic book film. And again, I got this for a few bucks at Best Buy. But anyways, got The Incredible Hulk. And that's it for the Blu-rays. Because I have way more DVDs here. But to start off with the DVDs, and these right here, there's quite a few here that I got at the flea market. I went to like 2 or 3 different places. I went to the flea market. I went to like different pawn shops. I went out of my way a little bit actually. But this first DVD here we got First Night with Sean Connery, Richard Gere, and this is a special edition. You have a commentary with director and producer. Actually, you have 2 commentaries. You have a making of, you have a couple of featurettes, deleted scenes. But yeah, I've never seen this film, but I figured why not, and it was cheap. But yeah, First Night, got that. Next up, we have Gorillas in the Mist with Sigourney Weaver. And I keep thinking Sigourney Weaver won an award for this movie. I've heard of the film, I've heard the title, but I've never seen it. And I was able to pick this up before I left the flea market. I'm like, hey, I got to get that film, for the Sigourney Weaver collection. And again, I think that she won an award or something for this movie. I'm sure somebody knows and will comment down below. But yeah, got Gorillas in the Mist, The Adventure of Dian Fossey. So I got that. Next up, we have Jerry Seinfeld, comedian, stand-up. And I think this came out in the late 90s. I love Seinfeld, the show. Big fan of the series. And I know with that I have to get seasons 8 and 9. Or 7 through 9. I know I have the first 6 or 7 seasons. So I have to get seasons 8 and 9. But I love the series. And I'm a Seinfeld fan. So, why not pick up the DVD here? And quite a few features up here. You have 2 feature-length commentaries. deleted scenes, interviews, and so much more. But yeah, Jerry Seinfeld, comedian, stand up. So I got that. Next up, a film that I've seen before, and I like the film. Need to definitely check it out again. But we have Prisoners with Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, and I remember this film being really interesting. The ending is kind of a question mark to me. Like, it was a weird ending, but I remember liking the film. So yeah, I know it's the same director of Blade Runner 2049. And I know he's directing the Dune remake, which the trailer just came out. But yeah, got Prisoners. Again, good movie. See, next up, and there's a sticker on the front here. But anyways, we have A River Runs Through It with Craig Sheffer, Brad Pitt, Tom Skerritt, directed by Robert Redford. And yeah, I've never seen this one, believe it or not. So, figure why not for the Brad Pitt collection. Yeah, but I've never seen this movie. I've heard the title, I've heard the film, but I just never actually seen the film. So, yeah, River Runs Through It. Yeah, sorry about the sticker there, but I'll take it off later. Next up, and this is cool to find, interesting pickup, but we have Bill Hicks live. And I like Bill Hicks. It's sad, passed away at a young age. But I think it's like, 4 different stand-ups on here, or 3. One's 30 minutes. There's another one that's 70 minutes. And there's one that's 75 minutes. And you have a documentary up here, apparently. So, that's interesting. But yeah, Bill Hicks live. So I got that. Again, real cheap. Next up, a film that I've heard about but never seen. We have Chinatown. Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway. You also have Burt Young in the film. But yeah, I've never seen Chinatown. I've heard so much about it. I know apparently Ben Affleck wants to make a movie about the making of Chinatown. So now I want to check out the movie and learn more about it. Learn about the making of and so on. But yeah, for Jack Nicholson but Chinatown, got that on DVD. Next up, we have the Pink Panther. And yeah, I've never seen the Pink Panther movies from back in the day. The one with Steve Martin fucking sucks, man. I remember watching the first one, and like the one with Steve Martin, I didn't care for that movie. I thought it was a shitty comedy. But yeah, I've never seen the older Pink Panther movies. I don't know how many of them they made. Maybe somebody can answer that question. How many Pink Panther movies did they make back in the day? But yeah, got the Pink Panther. So I got that. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Next up, we have Red Planet with Val Kilmer and Carrie Ann Moss, Tom Sizemore, and I remember like this one and Mission to Mars. Like back in the day, I always mixed up the two. And I know I do have Mission to Mars somewhere, but I need to rewatch those movies and this film again. I don't remember too much about this film or Mission to Mars. I just remember Mission to Mars, like Tim Robbins, like he took off his mask or helmet while he was floating in space, and like, he dies. That's the one scene that I remember. But anyways, Red Planet. I haven't seen this in years, but yeah, I got that. Let's see, next up, and it's a little torn there, but we have The Magnificent Seven. And I've never seen this film. I've seen the remake, which I didn't mind, with Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt. But I've never seen the original. And you do have a documentary up here. You have audio commentary with some of the cast. But yeah, trying to get more westerns for the collection. But the Magnificent Seven, yeah, I'm tired, people. But I got that on DVD. Yeah, I don't know. I'm tired, folks. But anyways, moving on. Next up, we have The Muppet Movie, which I haven't seen, other than Muppet Treasure Island. I really haven't seen a whole lot of the Muppet movies. I know you got Muppets in Manhattan. I mean, there's some other ones, and I'm trying to... Again, I haven't seen a lot of them, but, I do like the Muppets. And, yeah, this is the one where you have appearances by, Dom DeLuise and Steve Martin, Richard Pryor, Orson Welles. So, that's interesting. But, yeah. The Muppet Movie, and you will see the Muppets again in this update, but I got that Muppet Movie. Next up, this is a film that I definitely want to check out. We have The Revenant, and I'm sorry if it's getting a little bright in here, but yeah, The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy. I know Leonardo DiCaprio won the Oscar for this. Yeah, I definitely want to give this a watch. I've seen clips here and there, like one or two scenes from the film, but I haven't seen all the way. But yeah, I got The Revenant on DVD. Let's see. Yeah, these last three I got from the pawn shop. But next up, we have This is Spinal Tap. And I don't know, is that a signature right there, or if it's just somebody that scribbled on the case? I don't know. I'll never know. But this is the special edition. And yeah, this is over an hour and 45 minutes of extras. And this is a film that I've seen on Blu-ray. I've seen it around on Blu-ray, so maybe I'll go back and pick up the Blu-ray. But yeah, I've never seen this movie. Believe it or not, I've never seen This is Spinal Tap. I know people are like, what? Never seen that movie, but yeah. But anyways, finally I got this movie, This is Spinal Tap. Got that. Next up, we have, and again, this was cheap. I found for maybe $1. Valerian. And directed by Luc Besson, I believe. Yeah, Luc Besson directed the film. I know Rembrandt for Life did a review of the film that, some of the effects was okay. I guess like the aliens and stuff. Like there's some interesting ideas, but the acting's not the greatest. And the cast is nothing to write home about. But we'll see what happens. I mean, again, it was only $1, so, or a little, maybe $1.50. It wasn't much, but yeah, I got Valerian, so I picked that up. And the last one that I got from the flea market, we have Fly Away Home with Jeff Daniels and Anna Paquin. And I remember the trailer for this back in the day. Never seen the film, but I remember the trailer. So, yeah. Fly Away Home with Jeff Daniels and Anna Paquin. So I got that. Yeah, Paquin. I don't know why I said pank one. Pack one and a pack one. But anyway. Yeah, Fly Away Home. These two right here I got from Walmart. And trying to get more Alfred Hitchcock films for the collection. First off, we have Rear Window with James Stewart. And like I said, trying to get more, Hitchcock stuff for the collection. I do have Psycho on Blu-ray, but that's the only film before picking these up. But yeah, I've never seen Rear Window. I know he also did Vertigo, and never seen that. But on this DVD here, you have an original documentary, a conversation with the screenwriter, but not too much. But yeah, Rear Window, so I got that. And also I picked up The Birds. And yeah, I've never seen The Birds, believe it or not. Some good features up here. You have deleted scene, the original ending, screen test. Let's see. Some production photographs. But yeah, The Birds. So again, I got these from Walmart. Trying to get more Hitchcock for the collection. But moving on. And the rest of these I've got from like different pawn shops. Next up we have Mommy Dearest with Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford. And this is the Hollywood Royalty Edition. So you get some features up here. I've heard of the film's title, but I don't know too much about it. Maybe somebody out there can fill in, their thoughts about the film or, what's it about. But it looked interesting. So, and you got some special features here. I mean, you got a commentary by filmmaker John Waters, the revival of Joan Crawford, the making of the film with behind-the-scenes stories. But yeah, Mommy Dearest. So I got that. Let me know about that. Next up, we have Requiem for a Dream from the director of Darren Aronofsky, Pi. And yeah, this is to mention this is director's cut. I've never seen this film, but I've heard of the film. Interesting cast. Jared Leto, Jennifer Connelly, Marlon Wayans. But yeah, a lot of features up here. But yeah, Requiem for a Dream. So I got that. Next up, a film that, believe it or not, I haven't seen all the way. It's just one of these films that I've only seen clips here and there, but we have Holes with Shia LaBeouf. I don't know why I was forgetting his name for a second, but you also have Sigourney Weaver in the film, John Voight, Tim Blake Nelson, and I think Henry Winkler is in this film. Directed by Andrew Davis, the same guy that directed The Fugitive and Above the Law. It says on the back here, directed by Andrew Davis. But yeah, I've never seen Holes all the way. I've just only seen clips from the film. But yeah, got Holes. Picked up that. Next up, and this is actually still wrapped in the plastic, we have The Nice Guys. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. And I still haven't seen this film. I've heard a lot about it. Directed by Shane Black before The Predator. And I think about how that movie turned out. I've heard a lot of good things about this film, so I definitely need to give it a watch. But yeah, The Nice Guys. I got that. Actually, let me hold them like this. There you go. Next up, we have The Iron Giant. This is a film that, like so many other films, I haven't seen yet. I don't know why. I've never seen The Iron Giant, but, trying to get more animation for the collection. And this is not this is not the last animated film you'll see here in this update, but yeah, definitely, this is a film I definitely need to check out. I've heard a lot about it. I don't know why I've never seen the film, or maybe I did see it back in the day, but it's been so long that I can't remember. But yeah, The Iron Giant, got that. Some good features up here. Next up, we have Iron Man. Yeah, the first movie didn't have. Didn't have any of the Iron Man films, but I love the first movie. The second one is okay, but I remember not liking the third one. But trying to get more of the Marvel stuff. I mean, I do like some Marvel films, but for me, as it went on and on, I've cared less and less. But I do enjoy the first Iron Man film, so yeah, I got that for cheap. The Ultimate 2-disc edition. So yeah, Iron Man's great. Next up, for the Ernest collection, we have this 3-pack of Ernest in the Army, Ernest Goes to Africa, and Hey Vern, My Family Album, which is like Ernest, he's in his attic, says right here, and he comes across his family album, and he has recollections comes to life where he's impersonating his own ancestors. But yeah, I miss Jim Varney a lot. I haven't seen Ernest in the Army or Ernest Goes to Africa. I do have, some of the other Ernest films, like Ernest Goes to Jail, Goes to Camp, Saves Christmas, Slam Dunk Ernest. I do have that. But I didn't have, some of the other ones. But yeah, big fan of Jim Varney. He's definitely missed. So yeah, the Ernest movie collection, Ernest in the Army, Ernest Goes to Africa, and Hey Vern, My Family Album. You know what I mean, Vern? Next up, we have this Eddie Murphy family pack. And I didn't have any of these films, but I figured why not? Even though I haven't heard too many good things about these films. Well, there's one up here that I've heard some good things about, but we have 1,000 Words, we have Imagine That, Dreamgirls, and The Adventures of Pluto Nash. Yeah, for the Eddie Murphy collection, again, I haven't heard too many good things about 1,000 Words or Imagine That. Dreamgirls, I've heard he's good in the film. The Adventures of Pluto Nash, I've heard is really bad. But yeah, again, just trying to get more Eddie for the collection, and I have quite a bunch of his films, but I didn't have some of his later stuff, as bad as they may be. I do like Daddy Daycare. I do like that film. But yeah, again, 1,000 Words, Imagine That, Dreamgirls, and The Adventures of Pluto Nash. Eddie Murphy 4-pack. So I got that. Next up, and I've heard of this film before, and it's funny because I found this, and the guy at the pawn shop is like, well, there's not a sticker on it, there's no price, so I'll just make it $1.99. I'm like, yeah, you can't put, I told him, I was like, yeah, you can't put a price on Pamela Anderson. And he chuckled a little bit, but we have a Barbed Wire. I know this may not be good, but for Pamela Anderson, and this is the unrated version, contains extra sexy footage of Pamela Anderson Lee. But yeah, There was no price tag on it because you can't put a price on Pamela Anderson. But anyway, yeah, I've heard about this film. Probably not good. But for Pamela Anderson, why not? For $2, why not? But yeah, I got that. Next up, I've never heard of this film. Maybe somebody out there can let me know about this, but we have Stephen King's The Night Flyer, which is a vampire flick starring Miguel Ferrer. Yeah, from RoboCop. Again, never seen this film. Maybe, somebody out there has. They can tell me or let me know about the film. Evil has a flight plan. And I think it's something like these vampires that travel by plane, which sounds crazy, but again, somebody out there can let me know about this film. But yeah, Stephen King's The Night Flyer, got that. Next up, we have Tin Cup with Kevin Costner. And I thought I had this film, but I didn't. Again, this is a film that I've only seen bit parts of. I remember Don Johnson is in the film and Cheech Marin before Nash Bridges. Or maybe it was around the time that Nash Bridges has started that Don Johnson and Cheech Marin, started making that. But yeah, from the creator of Bull Durham and White Man Can't Jump, we have Tin Cup. Got that. I also have Rene Russo. Next up, we have Bloodwork with Clint Eastwood. And this is a film that I've never seen with Clint Eastwood and directed by Clint Eastwood. You also have Jeff Daniels. I almost said Jeff Bridges. But yeah, Jeff Daniels, he's in the film. Dylan Walsh. And I know it's more of a mystery thriller, detective film, but yeah, got Bloodwork for the Eastwood collection. Got that. Next up, we have Flawless with Robert De Niro and Philip Seymour Hoffman. And Joe Schumacher directed this film. The same year he directed 8mm. Don't know much about this film. But, good cast. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Got Flawless. Got that. And now we're on this pile here. Next up, we have Sushi Girl. You have Tony Todd in the film, James Duvall, Noah Hathaway, Mark Hamill, Jeff Fahey, Danny Trejo, Sonny Chiba, and yeah, interesting. I've heard some interesting things about this film here. Revenge is a dish best served raw. But yeah, Sushi Girl, let me know about that. Got that for cheap. Next up, we have, which is a film that I've heard about but I haven't seen, UHF with Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, I've never seen UHF. I've heard of the title. I've heard of the film. But yeah, I do like Weird Al, but I just never seen the film here. I never seen UHF. So you can let me know about that. But yeah, got that. And this was cool because I actually found this for like $1. But we have Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. Yeah, this is the new animated film, Mortal Kombat film that came out, I don't know, 2 months ago or 3 months ago. And yeah, it came out this year. But never, I didn't check it, I didn't see it or, never saw it. But hey, it was $1. pretty cool to find for $1. So I would have to give it a watch. But yeah, Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. Yeah, again, $1. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we have this double feature of 42 and Malcolm X. And I know Chadwick Boseman passed away, which is sad what happened with him. But it gives me a chance to, check out 42. I know it's a Jackie Robinson biopic, so I'll check that out. Malcolm X, I thought I did have, but if I didn't, no, I do have the film. So I've never seen Malcolm X with Denzel. But yeah, cool little double pack here. Again, 42 Malcolm X. So I got that. Next up, and I know people are going to be like, what? But actually, let me clean this off for a second because it is dirty. I don't know why. Maybe I should have done this prior to recording, but screw it. It's just kind of crummy. What the hell's going on? Go away. Out of crummy is the word I would use. Gunky. Has some gunk shit on it. But I know how bad this movie is. I got it for $1, maybe less. Because if I do a rant, I know someday it'll be a rant. I haven't seen this film in years, but anyways. Yeah, Inspector Gadget with Matthew Broderick. Again, it was real cheap. I know if I would watch this again, I would probably lose it. I would probably go berserk. Yeah. Again, it was real cheap. So, for a future rant, I do have the film. So, yeah, Inspector Gadget with Matthew Broderick. Go, movie sucks. But, again, for a rant. Speaking of rants. Yeah, I found this, again, for $1. A lot of times, if I come across a new film, and if it's $1, a lot of times I'll pick it up. And, yeah, so maybe somebody got rid of this because they wanted the Snyder Cut so bad. But, yeah, Justice League, I got this for $1. Again, it was real cheap. Even though I don't care for the film that much. So again, maybe somebody is like, hey, the Snyder Cut's coming out. Let me get rid of my Justice League copy. Well, I got it now. For $1. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, again, I do that a lot. If it's a newer film, like The Mummy with Tom Cruise, I still have that film. Even though I don't like the movie, but I found that for $1. But yeah, so I mean, Justice League for $1. Why not? Even though I don't like the film, but again, I do that a lot. I'll pick up a newer film for $1. So, and it's probably less of a running time than the Snyder Cut. So there you go. But moving on here. Next up, we have The Accountant with Ben Affleck. Never seen this one, but somebody out there can let me know about this film. Yeah, but I've never seen The Accountant. But yeah. Let me know about that. So I got that. Damn. Next up for the Dolph Lundgren collection, and it was very cool to find this. I'm like, finally, I found this movie because I've been trying to, look for it and, keep my eyes open. But we have Men of War with Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, finally found the film. I do have a lot of Dolph's films. There's a few that I don't have, but I got quite a few from his filmography. a big fan of Dolph Lundgren, and I really enjoy Men of War. Great action movie. Kind of a take on the Expendables before the Expendables. But yeah. Love Men of War. Need to watch this again. Dolph kicks ass. Next up, we have Basketball. Yeah, from the director of Naked Gun, Trey Parker, and Matt Stone. Yeah, I've never seen this film. I know... I mean... I think with this movie here, I always remember the poster. I'm like, what is that about? What is that movie about? But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Two guys who invented a game and turned the sports world upside down. But, yeah. Let me know about Basketball. So I got that. Next up, from the Robin Williams collection, even though I don't really care a whole lot about this movie, and again, it's got some dirt shit on it. Gotta wipe it down. Anyway, we have Bicentennial Man. Yeah, for Robin Williams, for the collection, I'll pick it up, but I'm not the biggest fan of this film. I felt that it got too depressing at points. But, I miss Robin Williams, so. But I got Bicentennial Man, so I got that. Got a few left here. And again, with animated films, trying to get more animated stuff for the collection, we have Mulan. Yeah, I remember watching this like back in school, like when it came out. And that's probably the last time I saw the film. Way back in the day. I'm sure it's a hell of a lot better than the live action movie that we just got. But, yeah. And I like some of the Disney animated films. But yeah, I got Mulan. Got that. And another animated film that I remember watching back in the day and haven't seen in years. Ferngully, The Last Rainforest. Yeah, I remember liking this film back in the day. And, I mean, you got Robin Williams in the voice cast. You got Tim Curry. I remember that song, Toxic Love. I remember that from the film. Again, I haven't seen this in years. So, again, trying to get more animated stuff for the collection. But yeah, Ferngully, The Last Rainforest. Got that. And you fail. Next up, this was cool because I was just leaving the pawn shop and there was like a stack over here on this like counter. I'm like, let me sift through, see what I can find. And I found this for a few bucks. The Muppet Show. And this is the... Now, this is the first season. Season 1 Special Edition 4-disc set. And... yeah. See the inside there. 604 minutes. So what is that, 10 hours almost? Or right at 10 hours? But yeah, The Muppet Show. Season 1. So I got that. Next up, a film that I've never seen, starring Keanu Reeves. And I don't know why I never reviewed the film when I did my Keanu-thon, but we have Tune In Tomorrow. Keanu Reeves, Barbara Hershey, John Larroquette, and it's a romantic comedy. But, yeah, you also have Peter Falk in there. But yeah, Tune In Tomorrow with Keanu Reeves. Yeah, never seen the film. But I got that. Or maybe I'm thinking that I was going to review the film when I did my Keanu-thon, but I could not find it anywhere. But now I found it. So, there you go. Next up, we have The Fast and the Furious. Yeah, I don't know why it took me I don't know why it took me this long to pick up some of the Fast and Furious films, but I need to rewatch the first one again. I haven't seen it in such a long time. But yeah, I didn't have any of the Fast and Furious films. And I know they just announced that Fast 9 is going to take place in space. So that's happening. But yeah, the Fast and the Furious, I got that. And also picked up Too Fast, Too Furious. Paul Walker, Tyrese Gibson. Directed by John Singleton, rest in peace. But yeah. So I got Too Fast and Too Furious. Got that. And last one for the DVDs here, we have Wind Talkers, Nicolas Cage, directed by John Woo. And never seen Wind Talkers. But yeah. So you can let me know about that. But I got Wind Talkers. And to conclude this update, Mario, this is for you. Shout out to Mar Talks. There's this new bargain store that I went into, and first time going in there, and I'm like hoping they have some, DVDs or Blu-rays, some stuff to look at, and they had these for $3 each. Again, $3 a pop. I'm like, yeah. Or like the guy, I asked him, I was like, how much a piece, or how much per season do you want? And at first I thought he said like 5 or 6, but he's like, I'll knock it down to 3. So I'm like, hey, that's cool. I'll get all 3. So for $3 each, I got Everybody Loves Raymond Season 1. Everybody Loves Raymond Season 2. And Everybody Loves Raymond Season 3. So, yeah. The first 3 seasons of Everybody Loves Raymond for like, what, $9. So, I know Mario's going to like that because I know right now he's reviewing the show, reviewing the series, every episode. But yeah, I like the show. Everybody Loves Raymond, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, that is it for the DVD and Blu-ray update. And again, I know it wasn't a whole lot of Blu-rays here, but a lot of interesting finds with this update. A lot of cool titles, but that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.